What is going on? It is your boy, and today I wanted to use a Mega Charizard team, but not like a basic Mega Charizard team where it's like 3 attacks and Roost, or one that's like Dragon Dance and 2 attacks or anything. I wanted to try a will-o-wisp, Flare Blitz, Earthquake, Roost one. So it kind of still functions as a wall breaker because it can still kind of take down threats, especially with like Flare Blitz and Earthquake, but it also works a little better on the defensive because it has the will-o-wisp and Roost. So I think that's I played like a little bit with the team, and I think it will be fun to use. I actually called this team Please No Scarf Lele because Scarf Lele would just kill this team, and I actually changed something on it so that we would have a little bit of a chance against it. Then we have a Tapu Koko with Choice Specs because it works really well with Charizard, great coverage with Electric, Fire, and Ground. And we have a Flyinium Z Landorus because that's one of my favorite ones. And a Mew, Defensive Mew, a Virizion, and a Jirachi with a Choice Scarf. Jirachi is there to help with Tapu Lele, also can trick, might help a little bit in the stall matchup, and Virizion is the man. I love Virizion. He's like always switches into Greninjas and stuff, and it's just awesome. Unless they have like Gunk Shot or something, or Ice Beam Protean. But like even then, Virizion is super bulky, can take a lot of attacks. I'm sorry, I'm standing up. I've got to open the window. It's like super hot in my room. So what we see here is Mega Medicham. I think this will be a fun match. Like, I do believe Charizard can put in a lot of work here, especially once we get rid of that Rotom. But I think I should be able to wall that. So what I'm fearing is either a Medicham lead or a Kyurem Black lead. So I think I'm gonna lead with my Mew. Oh, I think I slowed down my Mew. I usually like running enough speed in my Mew or speed in my Jirachi to outspeed base 95s because that lets me get a will-o-wisp off right away. So hopefully I will live this. He actually goes for an Ice Beam there. Oh, so we see that is a Life Orb Kyurem. So if he wants to go for a Z Free Shock, that will not do nearly as much, especially if I switch into Jirachi. If he Earth Powers right here, really great play, but Jirachi is like my one Ice Resist, and Jirachi also does really well against this team, especially once we get rid of the Heatran. The Jirachi can kind of flinch down the Magearna, is faster than the Medicham, and can just like Iron Head on that and stuff. So really great against this squad. I predict him to want to go out to his Heatran right now, so I kind of want to trick, but I think U-turning might be a little bit better of a play. Just in case he does stay in. But of course, if he does that, I will have to make a prediction. So let me see. Charizard can pretty much always come out on Heatran, so I will make the Iron Head play just to be safe, and I can just go Charizard here and go for an Earthquake or a Flare Blitz, whatever is looking more attractive. Actually, I might want to Will-O-Wisp here. So I kind of predict a Lando switch, so I'm going to Willow right here, because Charizards pretty much always carry Earthquake, and the way I brought in my Charizard, I think he can kind of see that I am a Charizard X, unless I wanted to risk a Focus Blast here, which is still a 2-hit KO usually. So I predict Lando to come out, so I want to catch a Will-O-Wisp on that because people really don't frequently run Will-O-Wisp on their Charizards. So let's see, gotta turn the timer on this boy. So I'm super excited for spring right now. Ooh, we actually catch the Medicham. Please hit, please hit. Thank you so much, Charizard. I appreciate you. I'm super excited for spring. We just got like our first like super warm day since forever. He might be able to 2-hit KO me here. Oh, nope, looks like we dodge it, so we can get a Roost off here, which is really great. Yeah, but it's just been getting really warm here, and I love it. It's like I can finally wear shorts, and it's the bomb. So Roost there on the Lando. Might be a Choice Scarf set. That's what I'm thinking. Might want to knock me off. Might just want to switch, but I think Willow is my play. Yeah, so it does go for the switch there. If he switches into Heatran, I do have Earthquake on my Mew. Yeah, so we do see the Heatran come out there, but we do have Earthquake to hit this Heatran. And he does hit that, but we hit him back, and that does no damage. Holy cow. The reason I'm willing to risk my Mew like that is because we did burn the Medicham, which is really, really big against his team because the Medicham is always extremely threatening. So he can just go for an Earth Power right here, and I can't switch. Maybe defogging the rocks might have been a better play, to be honest. I definitely think defogging the rocks would have been a better play right there. I just thought the Earthquake would have done more, to be honest. So we can go Lando here and set up Stealth Rock of our own, I think would be a good play. Because I do think he would, yeah, I want to go Lando here. This is a big 50-50 because the Earthquake is so obvious that I think he wants to predict me to not actually go for it. And Stealth Rock is also a play, so if he's really aggressive, he might stay in here. But I'm hoping that he goes to Rotom, because Rotom is always a switch into Lando, and that's just like, should be an easy switch for him. So I think Hydro Pump is his best play here, probably. How much does a Charizard take from that? So I can go for a late game Tapu Koko sweep. Unfortunately, the Lando does outspeed me, so I would like to keep my Lando for that, and also Virizion. Charizard can put in a lot of work. I should be able to live a Hydro Pump if he goes for that, and he also might go for the will-o-wisp or the defog. I would go Virizion, but I don't want to get burned, so I'm going to go Charizard and hope that Hydro Pump... Okay, cool. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So because of that, I'm going to pull up a damage calc, because I want to see how much a Hydro Pump from defensive Rotom would do to a Charizard. So that can be my set, and Rotom, Wash, OU defensive. A Hydro Pump does not do half. So what I'm going to do here is go for a will-o-wisp so I can start getting chip damage on him. And he actually decides to go for the Volt Switch there, which is good because I do not have to take that damage, and nothing... I think the only thing he brings in is Lando. Like, his team does not deal with Charizard well at all. So I'd really like to be able to get Charizard in to roost against that Rotom later. So I think this is a... This is such an easy U-turn. I throw these games away like this all the time. I really just want to go for like a roost right now. This boy doesn't Earthquake here. He doesn't Earthquake. He U-turns, definitely. But if he does U-turn, he U-turns here, no doubt, no doubt. There's no way he Earthquakes there. Because he predicts my Lando, and if he U-turns out, he can go into his own Rotom. So that lets me get the roost that I wanted off on my Charizard, which is really, really great. And I think he wants to double back into his own Landorus right now, predicting the Earthquake. So what I'm actually going to do is will-o-wisp. He goes for the Earth Power there. Magma Storm, awesome. So Magma Storm doesn't actually do that much. I can Earthquake him. He might think I don't have the Earthquake because I don't think I've shown it yet. Awesome, so he lets me Earthquake him, get rid of that Heatran, and I have a little bit more health than I did last time. So I'm pretty sure his only play here is to go out into his Landorus. He might want to go out into his Rotom though. And if he does, I would really like that because I can just roost stall him while he is taking damage from the rocks and everything else. So for this, I really want to roost again. I feel like there's no way. What? It depends what this Magearna is, I think. Because if this is an Assault Vest Magearna, I should be able to get in against it later. But if it's a Shift Gear Magearna, then saving my Charizard isn't that important, I don't think. I'm gonna roost again. Oh, this boy is nuts! Who is this kid? He keeps roosting! I'm crazy, dude. I'm crazy. Don't mess with me, dude. I'm nuts. I think this is easy Jirachi play. Unless he wants to double again, but I think he just goes for Ice Beam there. Because he doesn't deal with my Charizard well. So he has to do something against it. And lucky for my Jirachi, I am Choice Scarf, so I will be able to come back in later and Iron Head something. What's Magearna's speed stat on a Shift Gear set? Shift Gear Magearna, it's 251 times 2, and Jirachi with the Choice Scarf is 328 times 1.5 times 1.5. I will be slower than a timid Shift Gear Magearna, so that could be a problem. But if he's modest, that would be helpful to me, but there's no way he's modest. I think you definitely run a... Oh, well, he brings it out right now, so I'm just going to stay in an Iron Head, to be honest. That looks like a Trick Room. I was about to say that looks like a defensive one, but Trick Room. That's really bad for me. Thunder... I think he goes for Fightinium Z right now, if he has it. If he has Fightinium Z, he's gonna go for that. That threw me a loop. I did not expect a Trick Room one. Flare Cannon, I don't think would knock me out, so I don't think he goes for that. Ice Beam would not knock Jirachi out. I kind of want to go into my Lando, but Lando's one of my win cons against his Lando, I think. I kind of want to go like Lando and then double back out to Jirachi. I just want to waste the Trick Room turns. How important is Tapu Koko? Tapu Koko dies to Garchomp. I'm gonna go Tapu Koko, or not Garchomp, Landorus. So we see him miss the Focus Blast there. So here he definitely goes for Flare Cannon, I think. Flare Cannon. Farium Z? Twinkle Tackle, yeah. Unfortunately, Jirachi does not survive that. I'm just gonna have to start sacking things. Yeah, and he can just Flare Cannon again right now. But Lando might be able to tape one after. So what I'm actually going to do... Tapu Koko is faster than this Medicham though. So do I want to... This is tough for me. I want to keep Charizard for when the Trick Room expires. And I also want to keep Virizion because Virizion can beat the rest of his team. So Charizard and Virizion can beat the rest of his team, I think. So what I'm going to do here is go Lando and just go straight for an Earthquake. Flare Cannon probably kills me because I'm not defensive. And I do have 2 turns of Stealth Rock on me. Decides to go Rotom there, which is cool. Volt Switch. Will-o-wisp. I think my best play is Charizard. Hydro Pump could be another thing. Does go for the Volt Switch, which lets in his Lando. I was tempted to smack down there. I decided to switch though because him going his Lando does let me get back out. This can let me get out my Virizion, actually. He can U-turn. Ooh. He actually went for Stone Edge. I was about to say, that's actually a really bad play, though, because he could easily U-turn into his Magearna and win the game. So what I actually have to do right now is predict the Magearna to come out, I think. I can't let Magearna set up a... I can't let Magearna set up a Trick Room, but I want to keep Charizard because it speed ties with the Medicham and can roost. And I want to keep Virizion. I think Lando is my play right now. We do see the Medicham come out there. So burned and -1, I do think I will live an Ice Punch. I'm going to throw off my Z move, I think. Goes for Fake Out. Burned and -1 Medicham. OU All Out Attacker versus a Charizard. I want to see if I can come in and roost on it. And this is burned and -1. So his attack is way down. High Jump Kick still does a crap ton to me. Holy cow. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and go straight for my Z move. Fortunately, kills me there. I think I have to go for a speed tie here. Because if I go Virizion and I kill him, that lets him get out his Magearna. So I want to go just for the roost for health. Yeah, so High Jump Kick will still do a lot there. Was that a choke? I might just be faster than him. He can miss this High Jump Kick though, and I'm out of range of High Jump Kick as well now. Unless he crits, and this lets me get my health back. I might just be faster than him. I don't know if this is adamant or what. What's going on? That might be the most health I can get back here, so I'm just going to go straight for an Earthquake now. Goes Rotom. I'm going to continue to roost. Or, no. Yeah, I'm going to roost. I need to kill his Magearna is the problem. I'm gonna go Virizion because I can eat a Hydro Pump. I want to force out his Magearna, and then I have to hope he leaves it out while I Flare Blitz. Cause this is like I'm definitely playing in the back here, but I think I have to play to my win con. Cause goes Medicham there. I'll roost unless I just want a bunch of speed ties, but we do see the Fake Out again, obviously. It was a speed tie, so yep, that's GG. Unless I can, no way. Synthesis. I do have Synthesis and Sword Stance, but yeah, that Headbutt there. I mean, that game was pretty much over. So unfortunately, we lose that first one. I don't think I played too poorly. I think that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. I think the Trick Room Magearna is really what saved him. I think if the Magearna was not Trick Room, we could have had that in the bag. So this is a really spooky team. Looks like we just have a Lycanroc lead with a bunch of setup mons in the back. So not what we like to see. So what I'm going to do is lead Mew and see if I can will-o-wisp this into defogging. And just, okay, so he has the taunt, unfortunately. Unfort, sets up the Stealth Rock there. I can get the Earthquake off, though. Does this allow setup for something else? I should have known that he had taunt, but I never play against Lycanroc, so I don't know its moveset. I'm just gonna go for, yeah, Endeavor. Like, there wasn't much I can do now, and now I let something set up. I should have gone Well, I should have Earthquaked first turn. Goes Victini. I imagine it's Z Celebrate. So I assume this is Z Celebrate, so I'm gonna go Lando because I should live one after it's Z Celebrate. Goes for U-turn, so it might be Choice Band or Choice Scarf. So U-turn against a Flying EMZ Landorus. Oop. Landorus. Flying EMZ, and we have Victini here. Let's just see. I use Z Celebrate. No, I want a Victini with a blank set. Or Choice Scarf. There we go. U-turn, yeah, so I believe that is a Choice Scarf. Choice Scarf Victini. So Scizor comes out here. Can go for Bullet Punch. U-turn. I don't know. Like, I kind of want to just throw off my Z move right now. I don't think it'll kill it, but I was between setting up rocks and throwing off my Z move, but I just want to do a bunch of damage to this Scizor. And Earthquake might kill it. Yeah, so we get rid of the Scizor right there. So Landorus can still kind of check the Victini. Latios is a problem. I think this is... No, this is not. It might just be Scarf to Latios. Mew. I don't know if we're going to get the chance to defog these rocks. Yeah, there's never going to be a chance to defog these rocks because I played like an idiot in the beginning. Unless he lets me defog them right now. He lets me defog them right now. Alright. Well, thank you. And he can't put the rocks back up, which is really, really awesome. So Psychic Light Screen. I'm gonna go Jirachi here because he shouldn't be able to hurt me. And I kind of hope he switches into Volcarona, to be honest. Or if I can just trick the Latios, this Choice Scarf. It's stuck into one move now. I don't... Maybe I should have kept it for the Porygon Z, the Choice Scarf. I'm just going to U-turn out now, though. So we see Porygon Z come out, and I can go Tapu Koko, I think, is my best play. Let me see. Because I do want a special attacker because he has a light screen out. I'm just going to go with Tapu Koko and throw off a Thunderbolt. Hopefully that will do enough. I'm not super confident in it, but it is choice specs, and we are in the electric terrain. So I would appreciate if you would do enough damage. Thank you. Appreciate you. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. So we see Latios come back out here. Probably wants to set up the light screen, I would assume. Could attack me. I kind of want to go Mew. Oh, Mementos. So wants to get out his Volcarona right now, probably. Charizard can sort of do stuff against foe. Well, not necessarily do stuff, but it kind of walls it. I think. It depends what set he is. I'm going to go straight for Lando, though. I'm just going to go straight for a Smackdown. In case he wants to get greedy and try to set up, we do see the Fiery Dance there though, and Charizard's going to come out, and I think Earthquake might be my better play, because I don't want to take recoil plus the damage that he's doing. Yeah, so that's a lot, but let's see, 2-hit KO? Please, please Charizard. Please just do it. I should have kept the Lando. I should have gone straight into Charizard, I think, earlier. But as long as this Victini can't sweep my literal entire team. So I wonder what move he goes for. If he V-creates, he's going to get slower, and that's why I'm saving my Charizard. Decides to Fusion Bolt, and I'm pretty sure he's Scarfed. So What do I want to do here? I don't want to give him the electric terrain, but if he's Scarf locked into Fusion Bolt, I think Leaf Blades might just be able to pick him off. Yeah, because we're doing just a little bit to him, but we have Leftovers and Synthesis. So that is awesome. He does get the crit there on me, but that just does not matter because we have our Synthesis. So I don't think there's any way we could lose this game. We can just Leaf Blade off to victory. Nice, yes! Virizion, you are the win con. Virizion is so bulky. Virizion is a lot of fun to use in the OU tier because Greninja just, like, Ashgren just doesn't do things to it. It's a good thing to have as a grass type. Like if you're playing a stall team and they have a Quagsire, you finally have something with Leaf Blade, because I often find myself with like no grass type attackers or anything. So Virizion gets to win that game. Awesome, Virizion. Love that, love that, love that. So 1-on-1 with this team, not too bad, not too bad. Still not very high on the ladder. I am gonna do some laddering off screen, I think, just to get us into a range where we'll play, I don't know, like 1600s, I think. Like, just starting in the 1600s, I think, will be a little bit better. Just to play more competitive opponents. I don't want to say more competitive, because, like, the way you play on the ladder versus the way you play other people is very, very different. And, like, you can be a great ladder player and not do well elsewhere. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you all next time. I should be uploading Nuzlocke tomorrow, I believe. So check out the Nuzlocke. That's a lot of fun playing through Flora Sky. But anyway, have a beautiful day. Peace.